I'm sick because I will go out in public and see today's young men, and I'm just like, something's not clicking for me. Something's just not doing it for me. I've been single for 4 years. But then I'll go to the thrift store, and you know those like little buckets that have like the old photos in them? Yeah, I'll look through those. And I'm like, whose grandpa is this? Because he was so fine, okay? Like my grandpa who was in World War II. Not him. Okay, give me a second. My grandpa who was in World War II, a fighter pilot, he was alive until a few years ago, and he was wonderful. And when he passed away, I was the one who was like, give me all these family photos, like, give me everything, like, give me the photos. So I have photos of him and his squadron, I think you call it. They were the real, like, they were so fun. Not my grandpa, but the men that he was flying and working with. They were so handsome. And I don't know what it is, like, I really don't. And then I'll see those TikToks of the men, like the actors from the 60s, the 50s and the 60s, and they were so handsome. I don't know, maybe it's just the way they dressed, but, like, I don't like old men. I love young men. I just love young men back then, you know.
You can notice how she didn't stop getting banged out by the Chads those past 4 years, just single. And there's no doubt in my mind that there's been plenty of dudes that she's passed up that she would have been happy with, but they either didn't make enough money or weren't tall enough. But she is right when she says that the dudes aren't the same anymore, but she really is just romanticizing the guys back then. Because back then, people were poor as hell. And this really just leads all back to that she wants a traditional guy without being traditional herself. And that's never coming back. You girls killed it, along with your simpy ass goon men. But we all know her real problem is that she can't get the Chad she wants, so she lowered her standards down a little bit, and they really weren't the guys that she wanted. And then stumbled into some picture from the 40s and thinks, where are all the men like this? Well, they're still around, but they're just invisible to you. These are just the normal dudes that you don't see, or should I say don't want to see. And it's always so funny to see girls like this that demand traditional men but aren't traditional themselves.